So I just realized now that my headsets were not working. They were turned off. So I did a whole video with this thing in my head, and they were not working. So see, hopefully they're working now. I'll only find out when I finish the video. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't that bad with technology when I was your age. So these things catch you guys. Uh, let's take a look at example number 2. So we have the same kind of situation. We have here shifts and we have products. It's the number of defects per 10,000 units, just different data set, right? We run a two-way ANOVA, and this is what we got as answer, okay? So what can we say here? Remember, there are thresholds here to be significant, right? The p-value have to be lower than 0.17. Can I reject any of the null hypotheses? So hypothesis 1, can I reject? Hypothesis 2, can I reject? What's going on? Yes, exactly that. I know you said it. I can hear you. Columns, I can reject. And what are the columns? Shifts. Columns are shifts. So I can reject the first hypothesis. All shifts produce the same level of defects. Right? This is my null hypothesis number 1. I can reject that because what this is showing us is that columns impact has the significance of p-value, okay, into the number of defects. So I know that there is a significant difference. I don't know if it's 1 that's different than 2, 2 different than 3, or 1 is different than 3. I don't know that. I just know that there is a significance difference between at least one of them. So remember our chart before, our lines here, where I calculate the mean of each one of these 6 samples. Here the lines were straight and they cross each other, right? Because there's no difference between product, there's no difference between shift. If I have a difference between shift, how those lines were going to look like. What I want you guys to do now is to draw that in a piece, take a piece of paper, pause it, and draw the lines what you think should be if there is a difference between shifts. Okay, not products. Products are not different. Shifts are different. Okay, did you use that? Did you draw something like this? I know you did. Just take a picture and show me to me next class. So here we have the average for each shift. We plug the averages here. So we have for product number 1 and product number 2. So you can see that they overlap, right? Why do they overlap? Because products don't impact. So there's no significance difference between product 1 and 2. So one of them is not always higher, or the one of them is not always lower. So they're pretty close together. That's what you expect when there's no difference between products. What do you expect when there's difference between shift? At least one of them, you have a difference. So you have a line like this, or maybe it goes like this, go up, or goes this, goes down, right? Something like this, or this, or this, or this, right? You have to have a difference between one column and another, which will give you an angle, okay? In this case, since 1 is the lower, 2 is the middle, and 3 is the higher one, okay? Does that make sense?